Okay, we got the ears. We're down to the top of the eyes. I'm just going to kind of go right around this eye now. There's the other little whisker pad that's on the side of the face, down lower on the jaw almost. We already cleaned these up pretty good with the sanding block, but you can see after being in that pickle how it puffs things back up again. So now we can actually brush those eyebrow buds, clean them up nice. If you don't pluck whiskers, you prefer to not pluck the whiskers, the wire wheel is a nice way to go then, because you can actually clean those whisker buds out pretty good with the wire wheel. But you still have the issue of having to keep working with them as it dries, as the mount dries. So I'm just real delicately going over those eyelids. That's pretty good there. Work toward the other eye. Across the top of the nose here. There's the eyebrow. Okay, here's the top of the nose. There's that spot where it blew out a little bit when I was hitting it with the sanding block. I'm going to go right down onto the muzzle where the whisker buds are, and right down onto the lips too. Be delicate there. And here's where it really pays to go a bunch of different directions on these, because even though we pluck those and we cut over them, there's still a certain amount of it that's going to kind of pop up, and you're still going to have like ends of whisker buds sticking up there, and we will trim that back off again, smooth that up with a sanding block before I mount it, but I usually don't do that till after it's tanned. And this here will actually, you can wire wheel those lips. It'll take all that extra meat right off the lips too. Lower part of the nose here. And around to the other side of the nose. So you don't have to do all this on the wire wheel, all this detailing and stuff. That we can do with the sanding block after it's tanned too. But I do like to get on those whisker pads and brush those pretty good, just to clean them up. It's that much less sanding later, so. That's kind of what it looks like when you wire wheel them if you didn't pluck the whiskers out, except they're a lot longer than that. They're like almost 1/4 of an inch long, so. But because of how long they are, that's a whole lot of shrinkage as those whisker areas start drying in the drying process. So that's why you get a lot of distortion with your whiskers as it dries. There's that other little whisker pad, or little whiskers on the side of the jaw there. That's the back corner of the mouth that I'm at right there now. Pull that little lip out. There's the back corner of the mouth right there. Now, one thing we haven't gotten to yet and talked about yet is where I'm just about at, and that's that chin. that real thick, puffy chin on a cat. They all have it. Whether it's a dinky little, like even a house cat, all the way up to an African lion or a tiger, they have that thick pad on the bottom of their chin there. The last thing we're going to get into right here. You remember, they have almost no lower lip there in the front, so the wire wheel does a nice job on this too. See, and I'm going to hit that a couple different directions. It's a very tricky area to knife if you just try to do it with a scalpel instead of the wire wheel. It's very difficult. It's hard to tell how deep you are all the time, and it's easy to cut a bunch of holes in it. So I usually don't mess with it much with the knife. I just wait and do it with the wire wheel. I seem to get much better results. So. But that's it right there. And I've got that all thinned out very nice right now. Okay, we just about got here. I'm going to go right off the lips on the other side of the chin now. And just kind of look at it. Make sure we got everything. And I think we did. There's a cleaned up bobcat skin. Ready for neutralizing.